meeting is the general evaluation with Rich McDonough. If you want to comment on the theme, you can. Or
Thank you, Brendan. Because I have to refer to my notes, I'm going to be behind the podium, but to my delight and pleasure, I noticed that the majority of the people were either to the side of the podium or in front of it, which exudes confidence. So that was very good. Good on, good on your parts. So my job is to evaluate the evaluators. And we have some veteran evaluators. They're very good. It was difficult for me to find anything to critique, but let me just make a couple of observations that just reinforces how good they were. Let me start with Pete. Pete, you started off positive. You talked about that she did a terrific job, which she did, Jane. And you also talked about, you gave some specific examples when you gave feedback. You gave specific examples, like you talked about the other job she had, that that she loves sports. You mentioned that she had vocal variety. I'm not going to repeat everything, but you hit all the critical things, the items, so you did a good job there. You asked for the time, which is very important. Something you picked up that I didn't pick up, but when you said it, it became intuitively obvious, and that was that you had no sense of nervousness, that she was comfortable. So good on your part, because you picked up something that I sensed, but I hadn't articulated, so thank you for that. As far as suggestions, I too struggled with that. I think she did such a good job. The only thing, and I don't even know if this is a real suggestion or a real thing to critique, is could we have gotten any deeper? I mean, we did get, we did find out about her and get to know her as a person. She is a maniac, after all. And it took me a second to catch that joke, by the way. So, good job. And you ended positive, which was very good. Now, Al. Al, another veteran. Hard to pick you apart, Al. You're very, very astute. One of the things I liked you did is, where's Al? Al. One of the things you did is you connected with the speaker. You said, you ran into a problem that we've all kind of faced. How do we get rid of somebody? So that was a nice thing. You made a connection there for all of us. You came up with some suggestions about you caught the things that I caught, which was the pacing was not deliberate or purposeful. One of the things I thought you were going to miss, but you also picked up, was that the story was a little bit disjointed, but it was kind of, we weren't sure if that was part of the thing, because that's what he admitted up front. How do I get rid of this guy? I'll just make it up as I go along. And it did sounded like he made it up as he went along, and it was kind of hard to follow at times. And finally, you made the connection of, he ran into the problem. How do we get rid of this guy? Now, a couple of observations about the meetings. Some things I did notice or make note of. One is the Toastmaster is kind of the showmaster, and they're running the show. We shouldn't have people jump in from the audience and correct what's going on or what should be going on. Let them. Now, if they miss it, they miss it. But it just looks, we shouldn't have everybody kind of kibitzing and jumping in on what people should do. And we had a couple of people do that, so that's one of the things I would watch. We started 30 seconds late, but I mean, that was within the 30-minute of a long time. And I guess that's all. Oh, Al, did you ask for the time?
Yes.
You did? Okay, good. Other than that, very good. Good job.
And now we will have the. Okay, so we're moving on to the agenda for this week, and Rob, we'll do it from the front of the room.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for indulging me. Normally Normally I do it from my seat, but I think I've done a little bit too good of a job in enrolling people to come to our club because I don't have a seat. But oh, boom, it's a good thing. Feels good. All right. Now hopefully my loud voice and my bossy voice will be imbued with loving kindness. Are we ready to begin? All right. Next week is Thursday, March 14th. Aileen Zolbrod, who's not here, is our Toastmaster. Is there anybody here that has heard from Aileen? We're going to assume that she is well and that she knows we have 2 speakers.
She told me that she is going to be in Los Angeles for 3 weeks, so I'm not sure when that 3 weeks is up, but I think we may need a new Toastmaster.
We will keep our eyes and ears open for Toastmaster in case Aileen cannot be here. Do we have any volunteers for backup Toastmaster for next week? Thank you, Bob Avalone. I'm asking you to be in touch with Aileen offline to find out. Would you be willing to do that?
I would do that.
Thank you so much. Our 2 speakers are Al Davis and Pete Fordham. Our Sergeant at Arms will be Peter Ash. Who would like to be our grammarian? Who would like to be our thought joke teller? And who would like to be our table topics master? Do I have anyone raising their hand? Mickey.
I'd like to be the thought joke.
Mickey as thought joke, thank you very much. And grammarian and table topics. Table topics, Harvey. And is it Sandeep?
Yes.
Are you a new member?
Yes, I'm going to be a member today.
Okay, could you hold that? Do we have anybody who's already a member that would like to be the person who will be doing the grammarian role? Mary Alice. So Sandeep, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but officially we want to give preference to people who are already members. Love your enthusiasm. Round of applause for Sandeep. Now that being said, up front on my computer, I have a list of the people who are scheduled to speak through April 25th. April 14th, Robert Eisenberg, our VP of Education, will take back his role of being the organizer. If you have any questions about the roles, please approach me today.